Alrighty, I think we are just about ready to get things started today. I think we're just about ready. Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of my Come Hang Out live streams, where we just kind of hang out and talk about whatever comes to mind. Hello everybody, welcome back to a new stream. What's the day today? What day is it? It's January 5th, 2022. This is episode number 56. Hello everyone joining us in the chat. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty fantastic Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Wednesday indeed. Today I have a couple of things planned for you guys, but first let's go over our streaming schedule before we get any further into the stream today. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I obviously will give you guys daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. Alright, so today we are going to be doing the Master Woo tier list. For those of you guys curious as to when we were going to do that, we are doing it today. We are going to be doing it today. I don't know. I just looked at my my FedEx order because I ordered a lot of the Ninjago core sets on Lego directly, Lego's website, and I think this is the last time that I'm going to be ordering from Lego themselves because, man, it's not here today either, and I'm not sure who to blame here. I'm not sure if that's Lego's fault or if it's FedEx's fault. Either way, no package yet. Makes me very sad, makes me quite sad, so I'm going to have to do something else today rather than, working on the sets and working on those videos, but hey, whatever works, I guess. At least they'll be here tomorrow, right? Maybe. Who knows? Again, not sure if that's Lego's fault or FedEx's fault. Probably just order them off of Amazon at that point. When was it supposed to come in? Yesterday. Yesterday it was supposed to come in. And, yesterday they said that there was a delay. I'm like, all right, fair enough. And today I saw that they had another delay on there for it. And I was like, okay. I looked into it, and what did it say? It said, like, what did it say? Delivery not attempted, something or other. And I looked it up, and apparently that's just FedEx's way of saying, oh yeah, we left your package at the facility, so it was never on the truck to begin with. So I'm like, all right, cool. Thank you, FedEx. Hopefully they bring it tomorrow. That'd be nice, right? I like to get these videos out for you guys. I feel like I'm one of the last people to, review and talk about these core sets. And the worst part is I paid for expedited shipping because I figured, you know what, take a little bit back for myself. Yeah, last time I do that, last time I order from Lego directly, because apparently they always use FedEx and whatnot. So big developments over here, and the big development is that we are not getting the core sets today. Hopefully tomorrow. Fingers crossed. FedEx keeps losing my packages. Oh, I hope mine's not lost, man. Oh, I hope mine's not lost. Lots of money went into that package, man. Fingers crossed it's not lost. How am I doing? Other than that, I'm doing okay. Just kind of been trucking along today. Did some school stuff. Did some other work-related stuff. Is there a Lego store near you? No. Otherwise, I would have just went directly to the Lego store January 1st. Unfortunately, there is no Lego store near me. The closest one is about 3 hours away. So, yeah, I figured I wasn't going to make that drive. Do I collect Ninjago sets? Yeah, I collect what I want, really. I don't collect every single set from every single wave. I only just get what I necessarily want, what I think looks good, and hopefully they, are good by the time I get them. For these core sets, I did not buy all of them, only a couple. So, just a few. Lego will make things right if it does get lost. Oh, hopefully, man. Hopefully. I don't know. It's just a big mess, Ordering from Amazon, I don't have this problem. The only problem is, when I ordered the sets from Lego, Amazon did not have them yet. Amazon put them up the next day. So, yeah, kind of out of luck here. But you know what? Hopefully they come tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to build them, get those videos out for you guys, because ultimately that is my goal here. I remember the 4 Plus Electromech, so triggering. Yeah, the 4 Plus Electromech is not good. Kind of had a spiritual sequel in the form of this new Lloyd mech. Core picks? Sure. We're going to do the Master Woo tier list in just a little bit, you guys, and then we will hop on over to that, because, there's not that many Master Woo figures compared to other tier lists that we've done in the past. So we're going to go ahead and let it run for a little bit before we attempt to do that tier list. Let's let the stream run for just a little bit. Just a little bit. Best set under $100. I mean, just taking a look at the newer sets, Lloyd's Legendary Dragon looks pretty good. That's like, what, $70, $80, I think? So that's easily over or under 100. I'd recommend that one. I don't have it just yet, but it looks good. Is my nose bleeding? No, I don't think so. That's weird. I thought my nose was bleeding for a second. I was like, oh, to add insult to injury, here's a bloody nose. But no, we're good. Have ever seen a frog riding a snake? Saw one today. Did you? That's something. Mother Nature is doing something there. No, I have not seen that. Very strange. Any thoughts on Vengestone being the last elemental power or tied to the last element? I mean, that's always a possibility. I think if they had like some type of, I don't know, like cancellation type power, maybe that could work. Kind of similar to Skylar's power of Amber, though, like copying powers. I don't know. If Vengestone does end up being a power, I could see that working. I just wonder how they would do it, you know, how they would execute that idea. Who knows? Do I think Nia will return? If so, when? Yeah, Nia's probably coming back. I think a lot of us are very much expecting Nia to return at some point. As to when, I personally would like to see her back, maybe at the end of the next season. That way we sort of have time to, you know, think about her sacrifice. It has time to, you know, have an effect on the story itself. I think that would work out. I don't want her to come back immediately, because that would very much, you know, disgrace her sacrifice, which is not fantastic. After the Woo tier list, what tier list would I do next? I've been thinking about that. I kind of want to do like an Elemental Masters tier list, like ranking all of the Elemental Master figures that we have, or just, you know, side characters in general, maybe villains at one point. I'm not sure what I want to do after the Master Woo tier list, which we will get to in a few minutes here. Because like I said, there aren't that many Master Woo figures. I think I counted 20 compared to the rest of the Ninja team. And they have ridiculously a higher number of figures. Garmadon tier list? Yeah, I could do a Garmadon tier list. The only thing is with the Garmadon tier list, he has even less figures, so I'm not sure how I would do that. Why does Morbius keep being mistreated? I don't know. The rumor is right now they're trying to reshoot some stuff, hopefully adding a Spider-Man or two. Maybe that would work, right? Fingers crossed for Morbius to actually include something like that. That'd be nice. Favorite core suit? Probably Jay's. I think Jay has the best core suit. My least favorite one, maybe Kai or Nia? One of those two? I mean, they're all pretty good in their own way. I do plan on doing a video, you know, comparing and contrasting the different core suits when I actually get these sets, when FedEx actually, you know, sends it to my house and drops it off here. That'd be nice. Kidnapped Waffle replaced her with an imposter. Did you now? I don't even know where Waffle is, so that is kind of horrifying. I don't know where she is. She's somewhere in here. Hopefully, maybe. Why is the community like this? Like what? What's going on? What's going on in the Ninjago community today? There's always some type of drama going on. Opinions on the movie designs. They're really good, actually. I like them a lot more than some of the TV show designs. Except for Jay, maybe. I like Jay's hair, but Jay's face, I think, needs some work. I don't know. Out of the entirety of Ninjago, I think the new designs are infinitely better than the older ones. Just my personal opinions on those. Do I like Ninjago stop motions? I don't really watch any on YouTube or anything like that. I have tried stop motion before, and I'm not super great at it, so I don't do it. But I know that some people do make stop motions religiously. That's okay, obviously. Whatever you want to do, you do. That is how the world works. I personally just don't watch Ninjago stop motions. I watch other Lego stop motions, though, on YouTube. Forest Fire 101, one of the better channels. So... Jason Bourne or James Bond. Maybe Bond. I haven't seen a lot of those films, but I'm more of like a Bond guy, I guess, as opposed to a Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne? Jay needs his eyebrow scar and ginger hair. I think the eyebrow scar would go a long way. Like the little notch in Jay's eyebrow. I think if the new design adopted that, I think that would go a very long way. As opposed to just having, you know, normal eyebrows for Jay, which is pretty much unheard of up until the Ninjago movie came out. So, yeah. Have I ever heard of Nauticon XJ? Because I found it by accident. I have not heard about that, and I'm not sure if I want to search that up. Sounds like I might get some strange things. I would not recommend searching it up for those of you in chat wondering. Would I agree that Core Cole's undershirt looks really weird? What does Core Cole's undershirt look like? I gotta look up a picture now because I forget. Ninjago, Cole, Core. Can I just Google that? What comes up? Oh, perfect. Nothing. Maybe I gotta search up Cole the Dojo. That's usually how it goes. Yep, there it is. I mean, I wouldn't consider it weird. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I could see why some people would call it weird. It looks pretty normal to me, though. I find that a lot of these core Ninjago suits took design notes from the golden 10th anniversary figures. They're almost like less gold versions of those designs, if that makes sense. They basically borrow the same design just without the gold. At least, that's what I think. Just looking at some of the core figures and comparing them to the Golden Ninja. Should do a season tier list. I think I did that recently, right? I think I just ranked all the seasons. Not sure if I did a tier list, but I might have done a different video about that. Do I know Jay's full name is Walker, Jay Walker? Yeah, funny little joke there. I like how Jay's last name is Walker. I wish we knew the rest of the ninjas' last names. That'd be nice, right? I think we know very few, or we have like hints as to what the other last names could be. Lloyd's is obvious. Lloyd Garmadon. Obviously, you guys know how that works. Why don't we go ahead and switch things over here and go on over to the Master Wu tier list. I think it's just about time to get that going. I will load up the chat on my telephone, so that way I can monitor the chat and also do the tier list with you guys. There we go. Please, nobody search up Ninjago Nia on Google. Yes, that is a very good idea. Do not do that. You will see some horrific things. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Alrighty, here we go. So this is the tier list that I have for you guys ready today. Obviously, we have our tiers set up, and here is our selection of Master Wu minifigures. Now, obviously, as I said, Master Wu does not have very many figures compared to some other Ninjago characters that we have done tier lists for in the past. But, there's still a decent amount here. This can make for an interesting stream. And an inevitable video down the line. Not sure when I'm going to be putting this one up, but hey, we have our Master Wu minifigures here. We have our tiers here. For the tiers, starting at the top, we have perfect, followed by great, good, average, bad, awful, the worst, being the last one, and I thought there was one below that, but no, the worst is simply the worst. So my goal for this is to rank all these figures according to my own opinion, obviously, and if you guys want to type in the chat what you think about these figures as we go through them, feel free to do so. We have the original all the way up to Ninjago Core right here. So yeah, let's get to ranking pretty quick. We're going to go through these very briefly, but I do need to take a sip of my water pretty quick. Yeah, don't search up Ninjago Nia. You'll find some weird stuff on Google Images if you do that, so don't do it. Do not. It's a big no-no. All right, let's begin with the original Master Wu, the OG. Now, the original Master Wu, I actually don't mind all that much. The only bad thing about this version of Wu is that other versions are better. This one is very classic, though, but I think in terms of Master Wu, average. I think this is the average Master Wu suit. Other suits try to expand on this, go farther with their design. Some even go lesser in some cases. We'll get to those later on. But I don't know, the original Master Wu to me, I find to be pretty average. I think it's a pretty basic print overall. Nothing too crazy, but still very classic in the same sense, It's not too great, but it's also not too bad. Very, very average. Sounding very robotic. Might just be my voice. It's a little bit hoarse today. Not really super great in terms of a voice. I noticed that as soon as I started streaming as well. My voice is not up to par today, so that's probably why. But yeah, feel free to let me know what you guys think about this Master Wu figure in the chat. How would you rate this on this scale? I'm seeing a couple averages. It's okay. Yeah, it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. It's just there, It just kind of exists. Oh, and by the way, if you want to check out this tier list for yourself, check out the link in the description. You will find it there as well. So, is there a Forbidden Spinjitzu Master Wu? Not in terms of a figure. In terms of the show, yeah, the figures never really made anything like that. Let's move on to, we have a whole bunch coming in here. Average, good, average. That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, average for me. Just the basic Wu. Other suits attempt to do this design a little better. Here we go. Black Kimono Master Wu. For the next step, we have Black Kimono Wu. I like this one a lot, actually. I like it a lot more than the original Master Wu. Maybe maybe good, because I think that this design is also done a lot better for Legacy. So I'd say good for the first version of Black Suit Master Wu. It's a nice classical looking suit. I love the black and the white and the gold. Makes him look very proper, very leader-esque. I like that version a lot. The only reason why I'm putting it in good is because I like the Legacy version more, and we will get to that soon enough, don't you worry. But in the meantime, what do you guys think about the original Black Suited Master Wu? Good, great in your opinion? Yeah, totally fine. Good. Great. Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty cool design. I just think other figures do it a little better, you know, in terms of a concept, if you will. So, as I crack my knuckles, good thing there's no Kendo Wu. I agree. The Kendo Ninja are very stupid, and if Master Wu had one, that would not be great. You know, it is dumb, though. This guy. Next up, we have this weird micro figure Master Wu, and it's very, very awful, I guess. I mean, look at it. It's not that great. In terms of the micro figures, some of them are very cute, some of them are very funny. The Master Wu micro figure just looks so weird. Oftentimes he is seen without his hat, makes it look even more strange. It just kind of looks like they took Master Wu's face and like scrunched it down and just plopped it onto a super small body. Imagine Toddler Wu with old Master Wu's face. That's what we have going on here, and it's just awful. The only reason why it's not in the worst is because it's kind of oddly charming in a way. I do find it to be somewhat funny, somewhat hilarious. But yeah, awful tier, obviously. They weren't designed to be anything fantastic. Yeah, it's been a while since we talked about a micro figure, eh? Last time we did that was with the Zane tier list, because Lloyd and Nia didn't have them. Yeah, the return of the micro figures with good old Master Wu. The worst, he's bald. Yes, it's very weird to see Master Wu without a hat. Awful, the worst, awful. Lots and lots of bad comments about this guy, and I agree, he's not super great. Next up, we have this weird version of Master Wu from 2012 and also 2013. He was included in the final battle sets. I don't like this guy a lot. I'm gonna put him... Yeah, I'll put him in the bad tier, or in the bad tier. He's gonna go in the bad tier. I just don't like this version of Wu. I think his torso is very strange looking. It's not show accurate from what I can understand. It's very weird. It just seems like the odd man out here when it comes to the Master Wu figures. I'm not sure why they decided to design a figure like this, but it just looks very strange. Not as great as some of these up here, especially, you know, this guy right here. This one and this one don't even come close to each other in my opinion. I don't know. This weird 2012, 2013 Final Battle Master Wu just kind of seems like, again, the odd man out. Not super keen on it, so I'm going to be putting it in the bad section. We have infinitely better Master Wu figures coming up here, so feel free to let me know what you think about this guy, though, as I take another sip of my water. Seems outdated. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair critique. Definitely seems old. Very weird. I don't know, that's just how I describe him. He's just weird looking, bizarre. Doesn't really make much sense as to why he exists. I think it's fine as a figure. It's just like kind of in a weird place, I guess. A couple averages, couple bads, a couple greats. That's fair. That's fair enough. Can't even be bothered to yawn. Yeah, that's fair. Glad there's no creepy Zane face here. Yeah, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you are, LEGO has not released a version of Master Wu with Zane's face just yet, but they probably should get on that, because that would be hilarious. Next up we have, Tech Wu. Yes, please. Very good figure. Very great. From what I can remember, he does not have leg printing, though, so that's why I'm not putting him in perfect. But overall, Tech Wu, or Evil Wu, is super great. I like him a lot. I like the silver hat, the black beard, the weird red eyes, the nice Nindroid style face print. He looks great. I also love I love the purple on the torso as well, the white and purple torso, the black arms. It's overall it's a good representation of an evil Master Wu. I think as evil Master Wu designs go, this guy is by far the most, I guess, impressive one that we've seen. I think he's awesome. I like him a lot. Can't really complain too much about Tech Wu. The only issue with Tech Wu is that he does not have leg printing. So great in my opinion. What do you guys think about Tech Wu? I thought he was awesome in the show too. I think he's really cool. In my opinion, Tech Wu kind of went away a little too quickly. You know, maybe they could have stuck around with him for a little while longer, but overall, you know, I'm happy with his design. Looks great. Lots of really goods from the chat. Goods, great, perfect. Yeah, it's pretty good. I would put some other figures in perfect over that guy, though, but still great nonetheless. I like him a lot. best Wu figure. Yeah, I could see that. If somebody said that that was their favorite Master Wu, I would agree. The beard looks off. Well, yeah, it's like a black beard. I like that a lot. It kind of contrasts the white beard of normal Wu. I think that's great, obviously. All right, what do we got next? Another weird Master Wu came out in a book, I believe. What book was this released in? I have no idea. But this is a better design than this guy, though, so I'm going to be putting him in the average section. He has kind of like a gold serpentine-style print running down his torso. I'm not sure if he has leg printing. I don't know. Just another awkward Master Wu. If there's one word to describe this guy, it is awkward. Not sure where to place this guy. I don't really have a lot of investment in that figure. I don't own this figure. I'm not really super attached to it, so I guess average. I'll put it below the original, though. I'm going to be putting it below the original just because, the original I have some involvement with. This guy, not so much. I do like the gold on the torso, though, so I guess average? I don't know. Like I said, not really too keen on this guy. Could do without him. A lot of you guys are saying bad for this guy, average, good. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just another awkward figure. Do we have any more awkward Woos coming up? No, I don't think so. I think all the other... Oh, this guy's kind of weird. Yeah. All right, well, we have one more down the line. But overall, as awkward Woos go, this guy's just all right. That's why he's in the average tier. Seems like a lot of you guys feel the same. This version of Wu right here, Airjitsu Wu. He came out in the Airjitsu Temple. Perfect. I love that figure. Easily one of my favorite Master Wu figures of all time. I think he looks fantastic. I love the golden vest thing that he has going on. I love how the legs and the torso blend with each other. Overall, just a fantastic representation of Master Wu. Obviously, based off of his outfit that we see in the earlier episodes of Season 5, I believe, during his tea shop days. He was released in the Airjitsu Temple, and I think he is awesome. Easily one of my favorite Master Wus of all time. As I take a sip of my water again, because my throat hurts. Could have used dual molded legs. Yeah, that is fair. But overall, I think this figure is still pretty good. Overall, perfect, might I add. Hence why it's in the perfect tier. A lot of you guys are saying perfect as well. One of the best Wu figures. I agree. Great, good. Yeah, that's fair. A lot of really positive energy in the chat for this guy. God tier. Yeah, I don't think he's the best Wu. I definitely see some coming up that I like a lot more, I think. But overall, this guy is still pretty good, all things considered. One of my favorite Master Wus. All right, let's move on to... What is this? Oh, this is officially Master Wu. Master Wu from Possession. Also a pretty good figure. Perfect tier. In fact... Yeah, I'll put him above T-Shop Wu for a couple of reasons. I really enjoy the design for the torso. In case you guys didn't know, a lot of the Future Ninja kind of take influence from this design, which came out originally with Master Wu, and I think it looks awesome. I also love the gray hands, the nice gold printing going throughout the entire body. I like the golden hat as well. Not the first time we had seen that, but still good nonetheless. I actually really liked it in the show as well. Master Wu in Possession, as it was airing, looked fantastic in the show, and the figure is a pretty good representation of what we saw, and it's also a really good design. So yeah, perfect for me. That might be the best one so far, in my opinion. Good, perfect, great. Not a huge fan of the arms. Yeah, I actually like the gray hands though. I think the gray hands are awesome. I don't know why I like them so much, I just kind of do. Perfect Wu design, it's amazing. Yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. Why did they change Sensei to Master? Because the word Sensei was deemed offensive by some people, so they decided to change it to Master. It's a less cultural, I guess, culturally offensive word, I suppose, calling somebody Master as opposed to Sensei. I personally don't find Sensei to be too offensive, but whatever works, I suppose. I don't work at LEGO. I don't make their decisions. But yeah, Master Wu, perfect tier for me. This weird one came out in Day of the Departed, also Hands of Time. It's kind of like a revamped version of the original, and I think it is better than the original for a couple of reasons. I like the belt a lot more. I think the belt on this guy is a lot better than the belt on this guy. Do I like it more than the original Black Suit Wu? No, I don't really. I think it's a good design. Updates the original while keeping things relatively similar. He also has the nice sacred flute printing on the back of the torso, which is actually pretty cool. So yeah, good tier for me. Probably not going to put it any higher than right here. I think that's a good spot for him personally. I don't know. Is it just me, or does the original Master Wu design seem kind of boring by today's standards? Not sure how to feel about that. Lots of stuff in the chat. Good, average, couple goods, couple averages. Doesn't have leg printing. Yeah, that's a big disappointment as well. But I think Master Wu figures, I don't think they need leg printing to be good, but it certainly helps, as is the case with these guys up here. It's not always a deal breaker. Just when the torso print is kind of lackluster, then not having leg printing is kind of obvious. But you know how it goes. Is Movie Woo on here? Yes, we will get to him next, actually. Next is Movie Woo, coming in after Hands of Time Woo. But yeah, overall, it's alright. It's just a good figure. Fuse the flute to his body, never lose it again. Yeah, that is true. The Pythor can't steal it anymore when Master Wu has glued it to his corpse. All right, let's move on to Movie Wu. This guy I actually really like. I'm going to put him in the great tier. I'll put him above Tech Wu for a couple of reasons. For one, this guy actually has subtle leg printing on the toes, which I think is awesome. He also has that nice skirt piece, which I think is very effective for Master Wu to use. I feel like more figures should kind of utilize that. The torso print, while basic, is very classic. It is very, mystical in nature. I like that a lot. I also really like the face print for this version of Wu, and I also really enjoy the hat as well. Pizza time. Thank you, Jose, for the $4.99. Yeah, overall, great tier for this version of Master Wu. What is the donation today? Where's the wooden Wu, the one that Jackie Chan had in the Lego Ninjago movie? That's a good question. I didn't put that on the list because it's very impossible to find. There are only 4 of that figure in existence, and or at least last I recall, there were only 4 of those figures in existence, and most of us are probably never going to see that figure in our lifetime, so I kind of left it off the list. But thank you very much for the $4.99, Jose. Always appreciated. Yeah, Movie Woo, great tier for me. What are you guys saying about Movie Woo? Great, awful, great, bad, good, average, and good tier. Movie Woo is bad. The skirt thing or whatever has a weird color. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I personally like it a lot. I think that it does a lot for this version of Wu. Kind of a mixed bag here for Movie Wu. That's interesting. I'm seeing a lot of really positive comments, and I'm also seeing a lot of super not so positive comments. That's weird. I've never seen like a clash like this before. Movie Woo is kind of controversial, huh? I don't think it's that bad. I'm on the side of good here. I think it's great tier, obviously. The third best right now, if you're counting this. Yeah. All right, let's move on to Baby Woo. Oh boy, everyone's favorite Baby Woo figure. Okay, so obviously it's not that great as some other figures because it's just a baby. It has the baby face. It has very little that is involved with this figure. It's very, very small, very few parts. But with that being said, it is very effective, so I'll put it in the average tier. Baby Woo, as it goes, isn't the best figure ever, but I do like it a lot. I probably won't put it any higher than average because Baby Woo, again, the only thing about him is that he's a baby, and Baby Woo is rather cute, and it is kind of creepy to put him on your shelf next to all the other Woos. That's how I have mine currently displayed, and it just kind of sits there and stares. But average tier, I guess. If we're taking into account how it stacks up against the others, then yeah, average tier for me. Put him in the little backpack, and he's complete, in my opinion. A lot of you guys are saying perfect tier for this one. Yeah, I'm not going to put it in perfect tier, but I'll put him in average. That's as far as I'm going to put him. Give Baby Woo his own tier. The only thing that I kind of wish that Baby Woo did differently was there is a legitimate Lego City baby body that they could have used, but instead he just uses a couple of studs. It's very strange. Not sure why they did not do that. If I were to customize Baby Woo, I would totally swap it out with the baby body from City. I think having that as your default Baby Woo is a lot better, in my opinion. But, this guy fits right in the backpack like this, so I guess that works, right? Just put him in the backpack. He'll be fine. Probably not a good idea to put babies in backpacks, but, I'm not a parent, so what do I know? What do I know? All right, let's move on, guys. Let's move on to... what are we doing? All right, let's move on to Teen Woo. Okay, Teen Woo, I like a fair bit. I'm going to put him in great tier simply because of that hairpiece. That hairpiece is fantastic, originally used by Cole in the Ninjago movie. Lego recolored it and obviously made it white with a golden headband. Looks amazing, looks fantastic. Can't really complain too much about Teen Woo. I also like his ripped attire. I think he looks, you know, he looks torn, he looks tattered. Looks like he's been sitting in the Never Realm for, or not the Never Realm, but the First Realm for a very long time. And I think that works. I also really like his face with the subtle hint that maybe his beard is starting to grow back. Yeah, great tier for me. I think that this version of Teen Woo is a pretty fantastic figure, all things considered, but I like these other ones just a little bit more. What do you guys got for this guy? Perfect, great, great. Better than the other Teen Woo. Oh yeah, that's no question. This Teen Woo down here is very awkward. Even some of these are kind of weird too, but we'll get to those here in a minute. Very good. Mustache and goatee make me cringe. I don't know why. It's a pretty good figure. It's a pretty good face print. Perfect, perfect, good, good, good. Awesome. A lot of super positive energy for Teen Woo, which is always a good thing. I mean, it's a pretty solid figure. Pretty good storyline during Ninjago Hunted. Not gonna lie there. Okay, let's move on to this version of Teen Woo, because this version of Teen Woo is very strange. Came out in the Golden Dragon Flyer set thing. He's definitely going an average, but I'll probably put him above this version of Woo. I do like this figure a lot in terms of the actual hood. I think that's a pretty good hood to have. It's a nice golden hood. You could basically put it on anybody and call it good from there. The torso print and the legs are okay, I guess. It just kind of feels like they tried to make a Golden Samurai version of Woo, but did not commit. It just kind of feels like an afterthought for the most part, which I suppose in a way it kind of is, but I don't know. Average tier for me. He's alright. Not my favorite Golden Ninja figure ever, but still decent. It's okay. Can't really say too much about it. Lots of goods from you guys. A couple greats in terms of this guy. Okay, great and unique. Great, yeah, maybe. Unique, I don't know. We've seen better Golden Ninja before, in my opinion. Wish the torso print had something more to it. Yeah, I do like it though, for the most part. It kind of, you know, is kind of a little bit of an upgrade to this, but still I don't think that this figure is remotely, I don't know, pleasant to look at, if that's the right terminology. I don't know, there's something about it that's just throwing me off. Not sure what it is. Maybe it's the fact that this doesn't look like Woo. Who knows? Who's to say? Let's move on though to Golden Samurai Woo, because this guy is amazing. Gonna put him in the perfect tier. I really like this version of Woo. Unfortunately, I do not have it yet as a figure, but I do want it badly because it's awesome and I really like it. I do like the fully powered up, the full Golden Samurai version of Master Woo. I think it looks fantastic. Whatever you want to call that version of Woo, whether you call it Golden Samurai or something else entirely, I don't know. It just looks really good. I like how the samurai armor covers his mouth almost like a ninja. That looks great. I love the helmet. Love the crest on top of the helmet. Overall, very powerful looking, very solid Woo figure that in the show as well was used to great effect. So perfect tier for me. Not going to put him above any of these other Woos, but still pretty perfect nonetheless. I think that version of Master Woo is fantastic. One of the best figures that came out of Hunted. That's for sure. Good. Not sure what's off, but I really like him. Yeah, you know, he is kind of strange when you compare him to more traditional Master Woo figures, but I still really like him a lot. Perfect, no complaints. Perfect. It's awesome. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty awesome. This is the suit in his focus season. Of course, it's perfect. Yeah, his focus season, his design is absolutely brilliant. I remember when this design was coming out, so many people were questioning who exactly the Golden Samurai is. It's Woo. Spoilers. It's Master Woo. Spoilers for Hunted that came out 4 years ago. We have a $1.99 donation from Alden. Thank you very much. Jay needs his lightning mojo back in season 16. He's definitely going through something. Not sure what exactly Jay's going through, but hopefully he will... Pizza time. Pizza time. Hopefully he will be better towards the end of the season. Hopefully he'll get over it. But thank you, Alden, for the $1.99. Thank you very much. Woo should have stayed young. I think that would have been kind of a cool idea. Would have added a different take on Master Woo's character. I don't know. I think the time that we had him young, I think it was very effective though. So I'm not sure if I would have had him stay young for very much longer. Legacy Woo, or March of the Oni Woo, I like a lot. He's one of my favorite Master Woo figures. I'm going to put him all the way at the top of the great tier. I think that this does the black torso design a lot better. I like how the symbols actually, you know, spell something in the Ninjago language. That's cool. I like the black and the white. The face print is really cool. I like the hat, the beard. Obviously, it's Master Wu. It is the exact same base design as this guy down here, but you know, it's just done a lot better, dare I say. The print is a lot cleaner. The design is a lot more out there. It pops more. Overall, it's just a very big improvement over this guy, which in a way is what Legacy was going for. So very good improvement overall. Great tier for me. What do you guys have to say about Legacy? Legacy Master Wu. My voice is starting to go, if you cannot tell. Perfect, good, great, not perfect. Yeah, I put him in the great tier. I don't think he's the best Wu figure by any means, but still pretty good. Legacy Wu's perfect, probably second favorite Wu figure. Yeah, that's fair. How is it better than Tech Wu? Because while Tech Wu is a very cool design, this Master Wu pretty much summarizes all of the Wus that we've seen so far. Very classic, very nostalgic, while also improving on what came before and making it better. Overall, this is just a better representation of the Wu character as opposed to Tech Wu, in my opinion. Tech Wu has a pretty sick design, but this version of Wu is by far, in my opinion, a lot better than Tech Wu. So, you know, just my opinion, obviously. You guys are free to disagree. Do I think there will be another wave of Legacy? I hope so, man. I really hope so. Legacy was a fantastic idea. I hope they do more. I really hope so. I hope Legacy's not over. Please, Lego. Please don't kill Legacy. Please, Lego. Please and thank you. What do we have next? We have Season 11 Master Wu. Pretty cool, I think. I don't have this guy either, but pretty cool figure nonetheless. I'm going to put him in great. I'll probably put him... I'll put him right there. How about that? I'll put him right there. I like the cape. Very different take on Master Wu, but I think the cape actually works really well. I also like the red on the torso, though the red is kind of a weird color. I think if they went for maybe like a gold or maybe a black, I think that would have been infinitely better than just having a red belt. Not sure why they chose red. Kind of makes it seem a little strange. But overall, this version of Wu, I actually don't hate all that much. I like it a lot. The cape is what makes it pop for me. One of the most unique figures in that sense.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. We have a $4.99 from OK Ninjago. Thank you very much. Take part in my check. I just bought myself Ninjago City for the 10th anniversary. Yes, I'm very late. Well, thank you very much, OK Ninjago. Always showing your support here on the streams. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Just bought the Ninjago City. Awesome. Or the Ninjago City Gardens for the 10th anniversary. Nice. That's a very cool set. I hope that you enjoy it. And no worries if you guys are late, obviously. You guys know how I feel about that kind of stuff. Feel free to tune in anytime. You're always welcome here, no matter what. And thank you very much, OK Ninjago, for the $4.99 once again. Let's see what you guys have to say about Season 11 Wu. Great, perfect. Supercalifragilistic, expialidocious, nice. Good, great, perfect. Really like the cape and the red on the torso. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the red. I think the red is kind of strange in its entirety. I think it works. It makes this figure look unique, but why red? Not sure why they chose red. Perfect, good, perfect. Overall, I'm seeing a lot of praise for this version of Wu. I do want this guy eventually. The only reason why I don't have him is because he was exclusive to, what, the land bounty? And I never got the land bounty. I thought the land bounty was dumb, so I did not buy it. But then again, I missed out on this version of Wu, which is kind of a disappointment, but it is what it is. This version of Wu, this weird teen Wu, came out in the Ninjago something, a character encyclopedia maybe? Came out in a book. I do have this guy because I bought the book that it came with, but I don't know. I don't know. Or I bought the, book that it came with or whatever. You guys get it. I don't know how to feel about this guy. I'll probably put him in average. I'm thinking average. I'm going to put him at the very bottom of average. I do like the torso print. I like the red bit over here. Kind of reminds me of like a revamped version of this, only younger, dare I say. He also does come with the hairpiece with the man bun and the goatee face, which is always nice to have extras of, don't get me wrong. It's just kind of a weird figure. I don't know why Master Wu has so many of these figures that are just awkward and just strange. I don't know why. I'm going to put him at the very bottom of average, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. No comment. That's basically all I have to say. Very strange, very weird. So we did come in a character encyclopedia. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't remember what book he came out in. It's one of the books that I have because I have this figure, so I assume I bought the book at some point. Interesting take on him. There's too much white. Yeah, that's fair, especially with the hairpiece. I mean, lots of white going on. Average. There should be another tier called the Abomination tier. I don't consider this guy to be an abomination. Yeah, I don't consider him to be an abomination. Something like Spinjitzu Master Zane. Now that's an abomination, if I have ever seen one. But still, average. I don't really have anything else to say about this guy. Hero Woo. Hero Woo is a pretty good figure. I actually like this guy a lot. I'm going to put him in the good tier, but I'll put him all the way at the top. How about that? I really like this guy. I like the armor. I like the different take on Wu. It looks like he's ready to go. He's ready for battle. I like that aspect of Master Wu a lot. I like the hat color. I like the overall torso print. It just, they set out to make a battle-ready version of Wu with a little bit more armor, a little more protection, and I think they nailed it here. I actually really enjoy Hero Wu. Kind of strange when you compare him to the rest of the hero characters, but then again, he's not a ninja, so he would not look the same by default, which makes sense. I don't know. Good tier for me. Probably going to put him at the very top of good tier, though. What do you guys have to say about Hero Wu? Good, great, perfect, average. I'm seeing everywhere. Oh, I'm seeing a couple bads, too. Anywhere from bad all the way to perfect. Kind of mixed on this guy, too, it seems. What else do you guys got for this guy? Perfect. Looks good. Average. Yeah. I don't know. I think he's good. I think he's good overall. Can't really complain too much about Hero Wu. I also really like the face that was introduced with Season 11 Wu, with the ponytail on the back. I think that's an excellent face print. Really like that headpiece for Master Wu. Kind of wish it was the default for all of these guys, but maybe that day will come eventually where I replace everything. Why don't I stream on Twitch? It's just easier to stream on YouTube for me. Most of my audience is on YouTube again, regardless, so to me it just makes more sense to stream on YouTube as opposed to going all the way over to Twitch and trying to build a new audience there. And plus, YouTube I'm more familiar with, so it works out at the end. Yeah, good tier for me. Let's go and move on to Golden Master Wu. Ooh, great figure. Perfect figure. Yeah. Here, tell you what. I'll do that. Because I think this version of Master Wu is a much better representation of the character than Golden Wu. Golden Wu is awesome, don't get me wrong. Golden Wu is a phenomenal figure for many reasons. I like the golden head, I like the golden torso print, the beard, the hat. It looks fantastic. It's a very good figure, very rare figure as well, only coming out in the Ninjago City Gardens. However, I do like this version of Master Wu just a tiny bit more, just a teeny tiny bit more than Golden Wu. But these two are very, very close. These two could pretty much swap, in my opinion, first and second place, depending on the day of the week. Whatever works. Overall, though, Golden Wu is fantastic. If you can get your hands on that figure, I would very much recommend it. What do you guys have to say about perfect Golden Master Wu up here? Perfect, beyond perfection. Why don't the other ninja have golden faces? That's a good question. I don't know why they decided to only give it to Wu. Kind of makes it look a little inconsistent when you compare it to the rest of the ninja. But still, solid figure. Can't really complain too much about that. Golden Wu is right up there with Jesus. I don't know about that, but, pretty good nonetheless. Still pretty perfect. That picture doesn't do him justice. Oh yeah, looks much better in real life. I would totally recommend getting this figure. It is kind of pricey though. I've seen people selling it for up to $60, which is, like what is that? Like a fifth of the cost of the Ninjago City Gardens? There's no way a fifth of that price goes into this figure, but whatever. I have it already, so I don't really need to complain too much. Chef's kiss? I agree. Perfect. And last but not least, Core Wu. Since the core sets are now out, I decided to put Core Wu on this list. I could not find a picture of him as a figure though, so this render from Lego.com will have to do. I think Core Wu is a pretty great figure. I like him a lot more than Teen Wu. Probably not any higher though. I'm probably gonna keep him right here, below Tech Wu, above Teen Wu. I think Core Wu is pretty great, honestly. I like the great tier. I think that's a good spot for him. I do like the design. It kind of combines aspects from various other designs, such as the Tea Shop Wu, the Classic Wu. I just think he looks awesome. Very proper, very, very spectacular, all things considered. He looks like a leader, which is good. He looks like a teacher. He looks wise. So, great tier for me. Yeah, it's a pretty new figure, so yeah, that's what I have to say about Core Wu. Perfect, looks great, good. Yeah, not a lot of people have this guy yet, so I can imagine this one would be pretty hard to rate. Won't rate him since I haven't seen him in Lego form. That's fair. He is available right now. He's only been out for like 5 days, so I don't blame you guys. I still don't have my core sets yet either, But, you know, there's been pictures of this guy floating around. We've known about him for a while, so great tier for me. And I think that'll just about do it for the Master Wu tier list. So going over this one more time, our perfect tier, I like that. These 4 are excellent figures. Great tier, yeah, pretty solid. Good, yeah, okay. Average, yeah, these are very average figures, except for maybe Baby Wu. Might want to bump him up a little bit. Bad, yeah, not even sure what this figure is supposed to be. Awful, yeah, that makes sense. And the worst, we don't have any in the worst. Cool. We went an entire tier list without putting anything in the worst section. How about that? I honestly don't think any of these figures are downright awful. They all have redeeming qualities to them, at least to some degree. Even this guy has some level of redemption to it. So yeah, I'm happy with that tier list overall. I don't mind that too much. If you guys want to do the tier list for yourself, check it out down below in the description. And if you're watching this in video form, thanks for watching. If you're watching this in stream form, which you guys are right now, that's going to pretty much do it. Let's go ahead and switch things over to our regularly scheduled stream. We still have a little bit more time left, so if you guys want to hang out for a few more minutes, feel free to let me know. What should we start on? Let's start on, let's do Season 10. Haven't done March of the Oni in a hot minute. So, yeah, what do you guys got going on? Do you want to chit-chat about anything? Any questions you guys have? Feel free to hang out for a couple more minutes if you'd like. Tier list for Garmadon. Yeah, we might do the Garmadon one next. There's not that many Garmadon figures, but I think we can make a pretty spectacular tier list using Garmadon, because he has a whole bunch for the Ninjago movie that we could use. So, yeah. Yeah, let's hang out. You guys got any questions for me? Feel free to let me know. There should have been a new Wu minifigure for each season. I agree. Can we do a poll on who belongs with Wu? Masako, Faith, or no one? Sure. Yeah, let's do that for a poll. Let's do that. Very popular from previous streams yesterday, I think, right? We did some of these. Who belongs with Master Woohoo? Woohoo! All right, who we got? We got Faith. Would probably only work with young Wu, but hey, whatever. Masako or nobody. Keep him a single bachelor forever. Let's ask the chat. Here we go. Will I be doing a Ninjago anniversary stream again this year, like anything special? I've been thinking about that. I almost think it's a little too late to try to organize that, but I'll try my best. No promises, though. You know, the closer I get to that inevitable anniversary date, the more I think that maybe doing an 11-hour stream is probably not the best idea ever, but I think we could still do a pretty special stream that day regardless. Like, what day is the 14th this year? If I bring up my January calendar. When is that? What is that day? It is the 14th, right? The anniversary of Ninjago. The 14th, if I'm not mistaken. The 14th is a Friday this year. So yeah, maybe we could do like an extra couple of hours for a stream. Maybe we could just do like a big celebratory 11-year anniversary stream. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be 11 hours long. I don't think I have that energy in me to do another super long stream like that. But we could probably do something special on that day. Why not? Probably won't be 11 hours, but, you know, fair enough. Let's see. Ned Leeds, aka Jesus, belongs with Wu. I mean, you know, you ship whatever you ship. That's fine by me. Who's winning right now? Who's winning the poll? Nobody. Yeah, keep Master Wu single forever. Poor Master Wu. He's never gonna find love. Garmadon stole his woman. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame Masako for choosing Garmadon. Have you seen Garmadon? Have you seen him? I mean, yeah, Lloyd's cool, but have you seen his dad, though? Jose with the 199, thank you very much. Smasher Pass Harumi. I mean, the building already kind of smashed her, so, you know. But, Tiss. So, I don't know. Yeah, she's alright. She's fine. She's okay. 8 out of 10. But thank you, Jose, for the 199. Yeah, the building already crushed her. Not sure if I can do much of anything afterwards. Have I ever watched Chaos Walking? Is that the weird movie with Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland? I have not seen that. I forgot it even came out. I haven't read the book either. Isn't it based on a book? Have not read the book. Have not seen the movie. I know nothing about Chaos Walking. How old is Woo in this poll? Because Woo Woo should not be with Faith if he's old. I agree. Maybe you just go for, if you're going to vote for Faith, maybe that was when he was a little younger. Masako is when he's a little older, and Nobody, he could just be himself, He could just be himself. Good old Master Woo. Bachelor forever. Garmadon's got 4 arms. Yeah, what them arms do. See, people laugh, but when you look at Garmadon, he's quite the, Garmadon's quite the catch. As he just smiles on the screen. I don't blame Masako for going to Garmadon. Imagine Lloyd. His mom disappeared for years, and when she comes back, his uncle starts hitting on her. Yeah, I mean that is what happened, right? That is what that is how it went down. I remember from watching Ninjago season 2. That's exactly what happened. Can you tell me a bad joke? Do I have any jokes lined up? I don't know. I'm not funny. I don't know. Any bad jokes? Any dad jokes? It's a good question. Why don't we look it up? I will Google bad jokes, and whatever the first one is, I'll tell it to you guys. How about that? Best dumb dad jokes. Yeah, that's about right. That's what I need. How did the orange lose the race? It ran out of juice. That's funny. Good stuff. Lloyd's family is kind of messed up. Oh yeah, big time. It's like that's another reason why Lloyd needs therapy, Get this kid a therapist. That's all we need. These Ninjago set prices are insane. That's pretty funny. That is pretty good. I like that a lot. Masako went to go get the milk. Yeah, my mom left for milk 7 years ago and never came back. But now she suddenly works at this museum, and my uncle started hitting on her almost immediately. Yeah, that's Lord Garmadon's life for you. Just needs a dog. Yeah, like a therapy dog. Maybe he could get Zippy the Jungle Dragon as his therapy dog. He seems like he'd be a good therapy pet. I mean, let's be real. He's basically a giant dog already. He ain't no dragon. That ain't no dragrin. Which Ninjago core sets am I most looking forward to? Me personally, the Dojo Temple. Yeah, the Dojo Temple's pretty good. I have that one ordered as well. Hopefully my sets will come here tomorrow. Got delayed for 2 days, but who's counting, right? But no, I'm pretty much looking forward to that set too. I also am very much excited for the Legendary Dragon, the Lloyd Legendary Dragon, as I bump my microphone. Yeah, the Lloyd Legendary Dragon looks pretty good too. Kind of excited for that one. Does anyone know the exact age of Woo and Garmadon? They're supposed to be in their thousands for some reason, but I don't think we have an exact age aside from just that. Woo X T. Yeah, I agree. It's like the Cole X Cake phenomenon. Woo's true love is tea. That is true. Or maybe Mistake. Have we discussed that just yet? Saw one of the Evo sets at Walmart. Nice. I have not been to a physical store since the new year has begun. So I haven't really had a chance to look for the new core sets, I think. Unless I'm forgetting. I don't know. It's been a rough couple of days. I don't know. Which ninja could defeat Thanos alone? I'm not sure if any of them could. Maybe Lloyd if he's in his golden form, or maybe Nia in her Nead form. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm not sure if any of the ninja could defeat Thanos. I'd ship Woo with Mistake. Too bad she's dead. Yeah, rest in peace, Mistake. A lot of potential there. The Green Dragon in the Ninjago movie set is nice. Yeah, I still have that one. The Green Ninja Mech Dragon, pretty solid set. I wish it maybe was a little bigger, but, aside from that, it's a pretty good looking dragon. Not really too shabby. Let's go ahead and end off the poll here and switch things over to rapid fire questions. Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two, that'd be a pretty good way to round out the stream today. And who won the poll? Nobody! Hey, let's go. Nobody won. No one won. Nobody's special. Yeah, let's get some rapid fire questions in here. Season 11 pictures? Sure, we can end on Season 11. Season 11, Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. Who do you think Woo has the closest bond with out of the 6 ninja? Probably Cole. I think Cole and Woo have the closest bond out of any of the ninja. I think Master Woo and Cole, they're pretty close. Cole was the first one that was recruited, so that makes sense, right? Woo's gonna marry someone named Nobody? Yeah. Mark my words, we'll see that happen about 7 years down the line. Don't you worry. Jay versus Kaminari. Jay would probably win. Kaminari is cool, but he's not that skilled, in my opinion, especially compared to Jay. What age do I think Master Wu would die? That's a good question. I mean, maybe Master Wu will die if he's physically killed. I mean, I don't know. I imagine the guy, he is shown to have been able to die from old age. During Hands of Time, they kind of aged him up a little more because of the time punch, and he kind of died because of that, but, or almost died. He did not actually die. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see him die in a couple years. I think he should die at some point before the series is over. Opinions on Jay being emo in season 16. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Are Ninjago legacy sets retiring this year? I hope not. I hope they make more legacy sets down the line. That'd be awesome. I hope it's not. I hope legacy's not over. Wu is a T-holic. Yes, indeed. I love when Garmadon fights Spider-Man in No Way Home, and then Dareth comes and takes every hero and villain on at once and wins. I must have been at the wrong screening. I think I saw something else then. I don't remember that scene at all. And I've seen it 6 times. Maybe I've just saw the wrong movie 6 times in a row. Who knows? Who's the more powerful? TVJ or Movie J? Definitely TVJ. TV is, or Ninjago TVJ is the most powerful one out of those two, in my opinion. We need legacy sets for Possession and Skybound. I agree. What would I do if Dareth was a main ninja? I mean, hopefully they would make his character a little better. I think he has potential to be a main ninja at some point. He just needs to get his personality checked up first, Otherwise, I imagine I could probably accept it at some point. Is Lloyd Peter Parker? Nah. In the sense that maybe he's the main character of his respective story, yes. But personality-wise, I don't really see any connection between Lloyd and Peter Parker, personally. Who would I want to see as a main ninja next? Antonia, maybe Skylar, maybe Lil Nelson, whatever works. Let's see. What else you guys got? Do I think the mayor could be the Vengestone buyer? I mean, we've heard of her, but we've never seen her. Yeah, that could very well be the case. I'm curious to see what happens with the mayor in Ninjago Season 16, if she does get introduced there. Otherwise, I feel like, the Vengestone buyer has a high possibility of being someone who has some type of authoritative power, I think that is very much possible. Either the governor, mayor, president of something. I think it's possible. Very much possible. Can you believe he ruined Kai and Skylar's kiss? I know. That's why I'll never forgive Dareth. He's awful. If I could be a ninja, which one would I be? Maybe Cole. Cole's my favorite, so I'll probably have to go with Cole. But he doesn't have my favorite power. I think the powers of lightning and water, even ice, are a little better than earth, dare I say. But Cole is by far my favorite of the ninja team. John Cena, yes. Could the purple snake be the Vengestone buyer? Pythor? It's a possibility. Do I sing? Yeah, but poorly. I'm not a great singer, but, in the shower, yes, I do sing a fair bit. Mostly country stuff, if you can believe it. It's mostly just, country songs that I have on loop on Spotify, if you can believe it. What if Zane became a human again? That'd be weird. I'm not sure why they'd do that. Maybe they could do it for just like a brief little segment like they did with Hands of Time, or maybe they could do some type of weird cloaking thing. I mean, theoretically, you would imagine that Zane would still have his cloak, right? Not Jay. Jay is not the team's Nindroid. Let's answer one more question before we wrap things up today. Let's get one more question in the chat, and then we can proceed to the end of today's stream. But we need one more big question. Hey, do you think that the ninja would have to sacrifice something to take Nia back, like getting the Soul Stone in Infinity War Endgame? Yeah, I mean, that could work out. I mean, maybe in order to sacrifice, in order to get Nia back, maybe they do have to sacrifice something. What would they sacrifice, though? Maybe another one of the ninja? Will Jay sacrifice himself for Nia? Will he sacrifice his power for Nia? That's interesting to think about. I think that is very possible. I think that does have some type of possibility of being true. I think Nia will return at some point, and maybe, having some type of sacrifice, that'd be a good way to show the consequences in the ninja's actions. Master Wolf's chicken. Yeah, we gotta sacrifice the chicken, throw it in a volcano, and Nia will be fine again. In all seriousness, yeah, I think that could work out. That's a pretty good way to end off the stream, I think. Good question. That is worth considering. Let's go over our streaming schedule one last time before we wrap things up today. Thank you all so much for checking out today's stream. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and obviously daily updates. I'll provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, check out the community tab. You'll probably find an update there. Yes, let's go ahead and end off today's stream. I do believe hug time is approaching. Yes, indeed. Let's get some hugs in the chat, folks. Let's spam some hugs. I will spam that many. I don't know how many that is, but, you know, you guys can count, right? Thank you all very much for tuning into today's stream, you guys. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. Feel free to stay tuned on the channel. That Master Wu tier list will probably end up being a video at some point. Maybe sooner than later, because I still don't have my Ninjago core sets, and as such, I cannot make videos on them, because they are still not here. But yeah, in the meantime, though, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. Hopefully you guys stay awesome. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day today. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Look at all the hugs in the chat. It's beautiful. Glorious. You guys are awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time for another stream. And hopefully I will see you guys there. Feel free to tune back in if you'd like to tomorrow. And that's going to pretty much do it for this one here today. Thank you all so much for watching, you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.